Oh, here we go.
Tits.
Oh, what's up, all my titses? Here we are yet again, locked and load ready, full mast and ready to drill deep into some TikTok cringe. More specifically, misgendering TikTok cringe.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am. Once again, ma'am. You want to call me sir again? I will show you a sir. Mother.
It's the trans MC, yeah, it's me. I'm the face of a revolution, a movement for trans inclusion.
We'll shove it in your face. We won't be erased till we won't be erased.
Now, before we get into this, I'd like to point out that I have no intention of exhibiting these nut bars to shame them or put them on blast.
Are you mental?
So that people can go and find them on TikTok and hate comment bomb their profiles. No. Most of the time when I'm watching these, I feel sorry for them and worried for them, worried for their mental health. I watch them and am reminded at how unfortunate it is that we now live in a time where every person has access to self-glorification vanity whack-off portals where they can project every damn facet about their identities. They rack up victim points so that they can get likes and comments and all come together in some victim orgy and whack each other's feelings off. Whackety whack whack, splooge, feelings validated, oh, we love you. You know, that kind of crap. Hi there. So today I was going through the drive-thru. I was ordering a salmon burger and a honey shake. And the person who was talking to me on the speaker box said, "Thank you for your order, miss. Have a good day." She purposefully misgendered me in front of all the other cars. And then the person in the car next to me having their order taken just looked at me with those oppressive, grapey eyes and laughed. I've never felt so frickin' humiliated in my life. I just wanted to break down right there in the car and start crying because of my feelings. At this point, I was on the verge of a spaz anxiety attack when the car behind me started beeping. Then the guy stuck his head out the window and yelled, "Move your car, you tranny. People need to eat. This is MAGA country. It's below 0 degrees out here and I left my house to get a Subway sandwich and pick up some bleach. Now get out of the way." I was like in tears with my feelings. And then I get to the window and they give me the girl toy with my meal. I mean, is it so much to ask for people to ignore that my voice sounds so feminine? And look at my hairy body. I mean, this hairy body took so much testosterone to achieve. Can't they just think I'm a man? I hate this world. Sorry. Okay, so I got a little off track there. Let's have a look at some TikTok cringe.
Tits. To spin, time to spin. Let's begin.
Not this, but that. Here's a gender-inclusive tip. If you misgender someone and they correct you, don't apologize, just thank them quickly and move on.
Okay, wait. So if you misgender someone and they tell you, excuse me, you misgendered me, don't apologize to them, just move on?
Apologizing or over-apologizing can make it awkward.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So misgendering bad. I'm bad. Apologizing for misgendering bad. Badder. Because
it puts the onus on the other person to then do the labor of making you feel okay when you're the person who misgendered them.
it draws more attention to the fact that you've misgendered them in the first place? That's just some crazy shit!
Even if you are feeling embarrassed or uneasy or genuinely apologetic, don't center your feelings.
So, ignore your fee-fees about feeling bad about misgendering someone. You got to focus on their fee-fees about being the ones who've been misgendered and not draw more attention. This is making my brain spaz out. These rules are insane.
Earlier today, I was at a coffee shop with a friend and I saw a stranger that I thought was really cute and I decided to go up and ask them out.
Uh-oh, this can't end well.
I was hyping myself up for like 2 minutes because the thought of rejection terrifies me, but my therapist says that I should start doing it in order to meet people, so I approached the stranger.
Uh-oh, the therapist told him he has to go hit on men in public for the benefit of his mental health?
He doesn't sound like a doctor. He does not sound like a doctor.
What kind of fucking therapist is this?
He's a doctor. He's definitely a doctor.
Surely the therapist would know that 95% plus of the times going up to a random dude in public and trying to hit on them is going to end in tears.
What absolute fucking nonsense. Yeah.
It's going to make them feel shit about themselves, and it's probably going to be detrimental to their mental health even more. Your psychiatrist sounds like a witch doctor.
He's a witch!
Stranger was sitting with a friend. I went up to them and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry to bother you. I think you're really cute. I was wondering if I could get your number.
Okay, so you were very nice the way you hit on them.
They look at me and they go, oh my gosh, I am so flattered. That means so much. Thank you. But I'm actually straight. And I said, no worries. And I walked away.
Oh, booyah, I'm actually straight. And it sounds like they were actually very nice about the way they turned you down.
And I didn't tell them that I am a woman, a trans woman, but I didn't say that.
Oh, and I hate to be mean, but it is the sad reality of being a transgender. Some people will pass and a lot of others will not pass and still look very masculine, despite your attempts to try and look as feminine as possible. That sucks, but that's the way it is. And might I just point out that if you do pass and you're hitting on someone who tells you they're straight, not only in consideration for them, but your safety, the absolute best thing to do would be to tell them you are trans as soon as possible.
The idea of being rejected and having someone assume my gender felt safer to me than me standing up for myself and saying to the person I'm actually a woman.
Oh no. What is a woman?
Where are men's vaginas? They don't have vaginas. What? They're just regular men.
I have a deep voice. I wasn't wearing any makeup. I'm wearing a cute outfit though. I know that this isn't an everyday occurrence. It still hurt. It is what it is. We're not meant for each other. There are lots of other people out there who see me for the way that I see myself, and I'm excited to continue to find those people. And I'm still hot, so.
There probably are a lot of people out there who will accept you and love you and see you for the person that you are trying to be, want to be. But like I said, most of the time, if you are just approaching some random person in public, trying to hit on them, it's not going to turn out well. Do they have like trans dating apps or something? You know, where you can find men who actually want women with an extra set of meatballs?
A man!
AKA big hairy bollocks. I mean, this is the app dating era, isn't it? Just get onto one of those things. It'd be less confronting and less likely to hurt your fifis.
I don't understand what is so hard about correcting other people when they misgender others. Like,
oh no. Here we go. We got the waterworks now. The fifis are in overload. I'm sorry, but I gotta point this out. You are crying like a bitch woman. You're trying to be a dude, right? Well, stop crying. You're giving off major bitch tit vibes, on the rags, eating chocolate, bitch crying to her husband that he just won't speak to her properly. Why can't you communicate? Do you understand? Major woman vibes. Pack in the tears and harden the fuck up. This is the thing, isn't it? When you're so wrapped up in your emotions and so invested in the feelings, it tends to override the rational part of your brain that is screaming at you to just calm the fuck down. Stop being so wrapped up in your identity. Stop caring so much about what other people think. If you didn't invest so much emotion into what other people thought of you and you just knew in your head that you were who you wanted to be it man, woman, transsexual Loch Ness monster, unicorn spider, or pansexual T-Rex mermaid, whatever weird shit you've concocted in your mind that you believe to be reality, then you wouldn't give a shit. You wouldn't care what other people think.
it takes you like 2 seconds, but you know what it takes for me to have to constantly do that? A lot of fucking unnecessary emotional labor that I already have to take on a daily basis just to fucking exist and be who I am.
Oh, so much emotional labor I take on every day just to effing exist. This is what I'm saying. Stop taking on so much emotional labor to exist. If you're happy with who you are, if you are the way you want to be, you know, without being a big old cunt about it and trying to force it down other people's throats, hold your head up high and walk around like your shit don't stink. Don't care what people think about you. And it's the way you have to be, I imagine, as a trans person. You are going against the social norm. Your mental state can cannot afford to get so upset when the normal thing to do when you perceive someone to be a man or a woman is to gender them accordingly. You gotta let this shit slide.
But you don't have the energy to speak up and say something on my behalf? And I just have to keep white-knuckling this?
Yeah, it's kind of shit that being trans means you have to battle your way around the societal norm, but that's what you've signed up for. The best thing to do is just shake it off. And you can't expect every person around you to be there to fight that battle for you. You have to harden the fuck up, mate. See, there you go. I called you mate. That's kind of like a masculine friendship term. Tits can throw a bone every now and then.
Throw me a frickin' bone here.
So I was just picking up my vehicle from an oil change and the person came out of the garage and said, "What can I do for you, young lady?" And I know that this was intended to be a greeting of respect and kindness or politeness, maybe.
Oh no, they called you young lady. I bet this was more of an elderly person as well. And yeah, I bet you're right. I bet it was a friendly kind of thing that they always do to their customers. Good day, young man. Hello, young lady. Something that is very acceptable to do, especially as an elderly person.
But I had this immediate, like, okay, young, maybe comparatively, I'll take it. But I was like, lady, what do I do with that? Like,
I'll take the young. Oh, what? Do I look 18? You want to see my ID? Oh, God. But don't call me a lady. I'm not a lady, okay? I'm a man. I change my oil, fix my car, so I can go and buy some tampons. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I'm confused again. So I can go and buy some condoms for my massive lady dick.
It's so complicated because I know this person only intended kindness. There was a smile on their face. Like, I know that they weren't trying to, like, patronize me or gender me.
Yeah, they weren't trying to patronize you. They weren't trying to be mean to you. They were trying to be nice. This is another instance of just cool your jets, tuck away your fifis, tuck away your imaginary cock and balls, and move the fuck on.
But I felt so gendered and so inappropriately gendered, and
I just felt so inappropriately gendered for someone mistaking me for the actual gender I am, not as what I want people to see my gender to be.
I don't know what to do with that. Like, what do you do with that?
What do you do with that? Like I said, move the fuck on. Leave them be. You go do you. Internalize that shit. Bury it deep down and go make a TikTok video, which is what you did. So there we go.
Day 62 of being a girl, and I have been misgendered so many times this week.
Oh, Dylan. How could we not do one with Dylan? Day 62 of being a girl. And you've been misgendered so many times. All right, this is another case where we look into passing and not passing. I don't know. You tell me, what do you think? Does Dylan pass? Or is all the Maybelline and MAC in the world not going to do shit for that face? Or that Adam's apple? Or that 5 o'clock shadow?
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's
And most commonly, it's a follower running up to me on the street and being like, "You're the boy from TikTok. It's the boy from TikTok." And I'm like, "No, it's the girl from TikTok." And they always feel so bad after I correct them, and that's so not my intention. It doesn't hurt my feelings all that much.
Okay, this is the one bone I can throw to Dylan. They do seem like a person that doesn't get as triggered from being misgendered as others do. And I think given how famous they have become, it's just something you need to adapt to. You need to be thick-skinned, especially when so many people know who you are. I can give kudos to that. Accept that you're going to be misgendered and don't take it out on other people. But the main problem that I have is when you try and force other people to conform to gendering you as your preferred gender. You don't have mind control over them. It's not like you can reach down into your crotch, pull out an imaginary dick wand, and convince people to live in your reality.
With.
In fact, people will resent you for it. People are allowed to think and speak and be the way they want to be, as are you. It's when it comes off as if you're really trying to force this onto other people.
But I wear all this makeup and sometimes fake boobs in the hair, and it still doesn't register with people at times.
Yeah, like I was saying, all the makeup, all the fake boobs, the lady outfits, sometimes it just ain't gonna cut it.
And I was just wondering if there's anything I can do on my end for you all to see me more as a girl. I know it's not my job. I was just curious.
It's not your job to try and look more like a girl, but I thought you wanted to look and be more like a girl as possible. So it kind of is your job.
Oh, and another thing happened last night where I was walking by this couple And the husband looks at the wife and goes, "That's a man."
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's really funny.
And he did it so smugly, like he was like proud, like he was gonna get like some sort of trophy for figuring out my birth gender.
I mean, that's probably not nice for you, but it's still kind of a funny thing to happen. Look, baby, I told you that was a man, didn't I? Ain't no man gonna trick me into putting my penis into another lady penis.
Is it called red vining?
Is it called red vining? We heard it was called red vining.
People red vine?
No red vining over here.
And I don't know why we have to care so much about that. And I really do think we're so focused on the anatomy of people, and I don't think it's really any of our business.
I would argue that most people are really not focused on gender and anatomy, and that it's actually people who are transgender who are more focused on gender and anatomy. As we've seen, you invest so much emotion into it, so much emotion that it becomes detrimental to your mental health, that it affects and impacts your lives so negatively. And honestly, that seems like such a tiring way to live. Alright then, that's all for another Tits video. Make sure you check me out on Twitter, leave a comment, like and subscribe. Or not, whatevs. Tits out, bitches.
Tits.